So angry today. I don't think I deserve to do this show today, but I'm really so angry. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Fancy Football. And this is United Way. United lost to Liverpool yesterday by 3 goals at Old Trafford, and this is a shame. Ten Hag got it wrong, whether we like it or not. He got it wrong. He got the selection wrong. He got everything wrong with regards to that match. Casemiro, Rashford were just so poor on the day. Where do I start from? I don't know. Where do I start from? United are in shambles once more again. For the past 3 seasons now, we start our season in shambles. In shambles, we can't be doing that. And I've said so. The first 10 games of the season should be our priority first. It should be our priority. And now look at, I watched the match, all round play was zero. We were disoriented, disorganized on the pitch by Liverpool. I don't understand. And the manager was sitting there looking at things happening without making any move. Rashford was poor on the day. Virtually poor on that day. Casemiro, 2 mistakes. No, when we look at the match as a whole, it wasn't that just Liverpool play us off the park, but they capitalized on our mistakes. On our mistakes. It was a completely mess, Amara, to be frank. Completely mess, Amara. Completely mess. Good morning, Amara, and how are you? I didn't come online yesterday, not just because of we lost, but something personal that I really take on myself, and that's why I stay off the air yesterday. I had to attend to those things. I was so angry, to be frank. I was so angry. Shambolic all around. Shambolic all around. We cannot be doing like this. We cannot be starting the season like this. For the past 3 seasons under Erik ten Hag, we are a total mess. We are a total mess. And Ten Hag has to do something now, because I think, to be frank, I think I'm going to run a poll this morning, because it's very important I run this poll so that we know. It's very, very important I run this poll. It's very important. Because I look at the defense, the defense was okay. The midfield was where the problem is, because Liverpool, Szoboszlai, who else in that midfield? The Argentine, totally, 2 of them totally dominated the 3 players we had on the midfield. They dominated the 3 players we had on the midfield, and that's why I said, when we lost Mount last week to that injury, I said we are in trouble, because Mount is the only player that pressed in Manchester United. Rashford cannot press. Rashford cannot even cross the ball. Rashford cannot even, oh my God, he cannot even defend properly. I don't understand. These 2 players yesterday shows that, oh man, I don't know. Oh, where do we start from? Where do we really start from? They just show us that, oh gosh, I don't know. A whole lot of things. We are messed up, to be frank, United fans. And if care is not taken, we are in trouble. We are in total trouble. We are in total trouble this season. Let me run a poll this morning before we go into any other talking point. And the poll will be, do you think Ten Hag will survive? Do you think Ten Hag will be sacked before Christmas or after Christmas? When will Ten Hag, with this kind of performances, when will Ten Hag be sacked? When will Ten Hag be sacked? I'm not cutting anybody any slack, but when will Ten Hag be sacked? And that is just it. We are poor. We were poor. Let's accept it, United fans. We were poor, and we cannot go forward with this kind of result. Yes, good morning, Amara. 3 goals, 6. 3 games, 6 goals. You can imagine, just 2 goals scored. That means we've considered 4 goals this season. Just 2 goals scored. Good. If continue this way, then we will concede more goals than last season. Yes, at this rate, we'll concede more goals than last season. Look at Bang J. Good morning, and how are you? That's wrong with building up football. Ten Hag out. Welcome. Pressing football. Bring Julian Nagelsmann. I think we at United have to look at we have to look at a different way. I think somebody else have to come in. To be frank, the problem is that Julian Nagelsmann has extended his contract with the German national team, so I think that's where we have an issue with. I don't understand. How can he look at Garnacho and look at Rashford and then substitute Garnacho in that match? Rashford was poor, whether we like it or not. He was poor. And at the beginning of the season, I was saying the best bet for Rashford is for him to leave Manchester United. And the player refused to leave. £350,000 a week. He refused to leave the club. I won't ask anybody to subscribe. If I won't ask anybody to like this video today, because this is my rant, and I have the airways to rant today. I will not ask anybody to subscribe, but please, if you want to subscribe, please kindly subscribe, kindly like Fancy Football this morning. But this is where we are now, and where do we go from here, guys? What do we go from here? People are saying Ten Hag out. There are players that we also need to ship on. People like Rashford don't need to start games. People like Rashford, and I won't blame Onana. Onana didn't do anything yesterday, to be frank. Onana should not be part of the list. A keeper is good as the player at his front, and the midfield was shambolic. Look at the way Szoboszlai and what was his name? The Liverpool, the other Liverpool. Look at the way they were bamboozling us on the midfield. Look at the way they were bamboozling us. They were throwing us off from the midfield. Casemiro was there. Huh? Look at the way they were doing. We are in trouble. Big trouble. Big trouble. Onana, for me, Onana, I'm going to excuse Onana yesterday because the goals were not his fault. The first goal, the second goal were not his fault. He can't do anything. See, let me say this: when we watch football, when we watch football, there are certain areas in the pitch where you don't lose the ball, and everybody knows that. As a midfielder, you have to know that there are certain areas on the pitch where you don't lose the ball. And Casemiro knew that. The first one, wrong passing. That was a wrong pass in between two Liverpool players who want to pass the ball to Kobe Mainoo. In between two Liverpool players. Who does that? For a player that has experience and have won almost everything in world football, who does that? Then secondly, again, you were shoulder push. How can you allow a Liverpool player you go shoulder to shoulder and he get the better of you? How can you allow that? All the 3 goals we conceded yesterday and the mistakes we made yesterday, guys, they were all in the midfield. Sorry, they were in the midfield. And Ten Hag, attacking wise, you left Rashford till 90 minutes on the pitch. Rashford, see, to be frank, Rashford is getting worse every day. Every day. And that should be my poll today. So, he's not a scapegoat. I won't excuse him. There's no scapegoatism here. He is not a scapegoat. This is not that we are looking at Rashford as a scapegoat. But we're looking at him as a scapegoat. But this is what it is. And we should call it out. We should call it out at Manchester United. We should call it out anywhere, anytime, any day. We are not looking at scapegoatism. We are not looking at him as a scapegoat. Nobody's looking at him as a scapegoat. It is what it is. Is Rashford getting worse game after game? Please go in there and answer the bill. Please kindly subscribe to Fancy Football. Big ups to you, Nick. Big ups to you. Big ups to you guys. Big ups to all of you. Sack Ten Hag now before it's too late. The players don't have respect for him. Bringing us bring us determined and winnable mentality coach. Ole is even better than Ten Hag. No, that I would have said. All of them are baggages. Both Ole, both Ten Hag, they are all baggages. Big up to you, Nick. Big up to you. Yes, Amara, I think I do agree with you, but the part when you say Ole, it's where I yes, Mbappe finally scored yesterday for Real Madrid. Leverkusen finally lost. And United lost once again to Liverpool. That is what it is. United lost once again to Liverpool. So, guys, let's just go in there, like, subscribe, and let's see. Is Rashford getting worse game after game? And that's my question today to all of us. Is Rashford getting worse game after game? Because the more I see Rashford, the more I just see that he is an individual that is lost. He is lost. So let me ask you, Amara, now. If we have to select Ten Hag, which manager is out there for us to bring? All of you on the stream, if we have to sack Ten Hag now, let's say sack Ten Hag now, let Ten Hag go. Which manager are we bringing in now? Give me a name and I'll tell you why. Why for now I think we should wait. We have to wait and see. 10 games is very important. I know. Yes, we need to act fast, but 10 games is very important. So if you sack Ten Hag now, which manager are we bringing in? Which coach is out there that we bring in? You mentioned Zidane. Zidane doesn't want to come to England. Nagelsmann has been tied down with the has been tied down with the German international team. Who else again, please? Who else again? So let's go there. Let's go in the votes and once you vote, please like the video, please, and let's move on. Let's get a lot of people in the stream. The more you like the video, the more we can get people into the stream. So let's get people into the stream now. Let's go in there, get people into the stream. Let's like and get people into the stream. No, that's where I have an issue. Ruud act as caretaker. We don't need a caretaker coach. If you want to give Ruud the job, give him the job. Yeah. If we want to give Ruud the job, let's give Ruud the job, not as caretaker coach Amara. Amara, you said you are calling from you are communicating with us from Sierra Leone, I guess. Okay, let's look at the team. Let's look at the team as a whole. Who was the standout player yesterday in that team? Who was our standout player yesterday in the team? Who was the standout player yesterday? I look all over. I can't even pick out any player that really stand out. What's this? Oh man, Tegeria, he said 3 years in a row now, losing 2 games and winning 1 after 3 games. This is no coincidence. I agree with you. This is no coincidence. Please take Tiger King 92. Please kindly subscribe to Fancy Football. If you have not, please do subscribe to us. Please kindly. Thank you this morning. Kindly subscribe to Fancy Football and like the video too as well. Bang J, you said support United since 1997. Yes, all of us did. For me, it's more than that. For almost 2 decades of my life, or more than that now. And now I must look trouble United every game. And now I must look trouble United every game. New manager in Brighton, Liverpool, Chelsea. That's no problem. What solution, bro? Yes, I think a lot of things need to come in place. To be frank, yes, the new structure have come in. We have Omar Barada, Dan Ashworth. These guys are footballing people. They have to look at and tell the manager in his eyes that the next 3 games, because I remember in 2000, if you have been following United, Bank J, I would remember in 2000, in 2000, when we had this, there was a newspaper report that 3 games to finish Fergie. Was it 2000, 2002? 3 games to finish Alex Ferguson. And he went on to win those 3 games, and the rest was history. A good manager should know that his team is in trouble. His team is in trouble. Our team is in trouble. We are in trouble. Our team is in trouble. And with the current trouble the team is right now, something has to give in. Something has to give in. The current trouble we are in right now, very, very massive. And where do we go from here, guys? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Is Rashford getting worse? Game after game, that's the poll today. Please go in there and like the video, and if you have not subscribed to Fancy Football, please do. Let's go in there and like the video. Let me just go through our messages, and let's keep talking, because we have to talk today. We have to talk about solutions. We have to talk about the current problems that we have as a team, and we have to bring in solutions as well. You have Brighton with one of the youngest manager in the league. Yes, you have Chelsea with Enzo Maresca, Liverpool with Alan Swart. These are new managers, but you still see the same. You still see the same pattern of play. You still see that same pattern of play with them. Nick said that we should get Almiron. Okay, Almiron, Benfica, I mean Sporting Lisbon or Edin Tajit. Possibly they are there. Amara said they were standout players yesterday. Fernandez, Dalo, Martinez, and later Ahmad. Possibly, but they are still part of the team. At least these 3 players could have be able to bail us out. And that is why, guys, I said defensively, we have to look at our defensive midfield. And for me, it was really good for us to sign Ugarte. Bringing in Ugarte is the best thing we have done this season. Now we need to integrate him quickly into the team. This is not the issue of Casemiro is going to bounce back. And that's what Ten Hag is saying. This is not the issue of Casemiro is going to bounce back. This is the issue of integrating what's his name? Ugarte into the team quickly. We need to integrate him into the team very, very quickly. Thank you, Tiger King 1992. Thank you for subscribing. We need to integrate him quickly. If you want to come into the show and you want to have your say on the show, please just let me know. If you want to pop into the show and let me know. Even though you don't want to show your face, I can block your face. And you want to air your opinion, just let me know, please. This is an open line for us today. Let's discuss, because I didn't want to take any this thing, but we were shambolic yesterday. Tiger King, you said our next EPL games are Southampton away, Crystal Palace away, Aston Villa, Tottenham, bro. Not such he can win more than one. I agree with you with the way Ten Hag is going. Ten Hag has to take responsibility. He has to take responsibility. He got this election yesterday wrong, to be frank. He got everything in that match wrong. Everything in that match, he got it wrong. He got it wrong. Okay, we know the teams is under rebuilding, but this shouldn't continue with Ten Hag, because it isn't good team. It isn't a good coach. There are a lot of problems in United, to be frank. A lot of problems we need to sort out at that club. A lot of problems. On the pitch, off the pitch. Off the pitch, we are gradually sorting that problem. But on the pitch, the problem is still not going. I think it's high time, if you agree with me, a change of manager. Yeah. That's how I see it. If you agree with me, we should have a change of manager. It's high time we look at it. We should start looking at the change of manager. We have to look at that, guys. Whatsoever we think about, we have to look at the change of manager. Now we are changing personnel gradually. Now, going forward, if the manager is not providing what we expect, we have to change the manager. I hope all of you, everybody here should agree with me on that. A change of mind. I won't be shouting and screaming Ten Hag out, Ten Hag out. I won't do that. But all I want is a change of manager. We have to look at ourselves and say this is not working. The Ineos also have to look at this is not working with Ten Hag. First game of the season, we lost. We played 3 games. We lost. We won 1, and we lost. We lost 2. Second game of last season, the same thing, and this season the same thing again. This is not coincidence, and I agree with you, Tiger King. It is not a coincidence. We have to. We are united. We have to win our matches. We have to win our games. And like I said at the beginning of the season, let us forget about the style of play. First of all, bring in a strategy and win. We win a winnable strategy on the pitch. Ten Hag refused to change, and he has to. This is the first time I'm calling. See, I have been a supporter of Ten Hag right from day one, and now there is a change in personnel, but there is no change in tactics. There is no change in what is happening on the pitch. That change is not there. Something has to change, Ten Hag. We have to change something on the pitch. Very, very important. The players, the managers, everybody has to sit down and we have to change. Oh man, when I watched the match yesterday, and there was a scene that Liverpool they just ran us riot in that way. How can we do that? We have lost against Liverpool. Look at the manner of way we have lost against Liverpool. Just look at it. Even when we met at the United States during the preseason, we lost again. I think I should have learned from that. They should have learned from that. Let the manager stop this arrogancy. I think there's a little bit of bullish arrogancy in Ten Hag. He has to stop this arrogancy and let's look at the big picture. Very, very important. The arrogancy has to stop. We are not going anywhere with this arrogancy. And we won't go anywhere with this arrogancy. Period. Kindly like the video, please. Kindly subscribe to Fancy Football. Let me know what you think, please. Is Rashford getting worse game after game? Is this the end of Casemiro in Manchester United too? Is Casemiro's United career over after yesterday's display? So do go there, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well, so that whenever we come live, we'll have it. The truth is, we need better midfield. Kobe is too young. We rely on him too much to save our season. Sorry, I think we need Rabiot. The time for getting Rabiot is all gone and dusted. That time is all gone and dusted. I don't think he even have a club. For me, because with this team, because I think if you agree with me, Amara, I think why I'm calling out Ten Hag, because I've been a supporter of him, but I think there's an element of arrogance in him that still wants to keep what he has met in the team. We cannot play in that style. Okay, tell me, in this team that we have, in this United team that we have at the end of the day, which played against Liverpool yesterday, how can't we press Liverpool? Because it has shown that the only player that can press in Manchester United, as it is now, is Mason Mount. Mason Mount is the only player that can press him, and now he's injured, out for some few weeks. I don't think we can see sign Rabiot, because he is. We can sign Rabiot, but I don't think he can still play as it is right now. As a free agent, no. So I don't understand. There are managers out there. Yes, I agree with us. There are managers out there, but We just gave this guy a new contract now. We gave him a new contract. We were confident that things will change. And this is what is going on. This is really what is going on, guys. Please kindly subscribe. If you are here, please just need 3 persons to subscribe to Fancy Football. Yes, he's a free agent, but he's a free agent. I know. Okay, let's see. Amara says he's a free agent. Yes, but I think there are other things attached to it to free agency. That's it. Rabiot is number 8. This is another number 8. Number 8. Ogate is number 6. So we don't have a ball carrying 6. But the issue is that the manager and how he set up the team. Yes, I agree with you. We are setting up just for cup games. Those are off. Yes, we cannot be setting up for cup games, but we can also be compact in the midfield. We can be compact in the midfield. We cannot be playing as if we are playing the final games. And that is the problem with Ten Hag. Every time, everywhere, he thinks everything is all about the current game, the game you see. No, I think it's about the future. We have to look at what we have. It has to be about the future. You set up a team. How did that? And what is really going on when the team is not responding? Your midfield is widely open in that match. The midfield was apparently widely open, and Liverpool were busy juggling, doing a lot of stuff in that midfield, and we couldn't even match them stride for stride. We couldn't match them. We couldn't match them. Do you think Rashford is getting worse game after game? And people are saying no. He is getting worse, to be frank. Rashford is getting worse on the pitch. Game after game. Please, if you are joining us for the first time, kindly kindly subscribe to Fancy Football and like the video, please. Please, let's go in there and like the video and let's get more people like Tiger Kim. Tiger Kim, thank you so much, like I said, for subscribing to us. Let's get more people into the show, please. Let's subscribe, please. Let's take the likes, please. If you have not liked, please kindly go in there and hit the like button, please. Let's get more people in there. Tiger Kim, you said he always talk about, but I want a cup each time we play badly. That's not it. McFred midfield is even playing better than this. Yes, I agree with you. The combination of McTominay and Fred were even much more better than this. Since Roy Keane retired, United hasn't been lucky to get complete. I don't understand. No, I think we had after Roy Keane we had a good number 6 in the person of Michael Carrick. He came in there and filled those shoes. Carrick did very, very well, not just only in terms of the marking but in terms of passing and also making sure that everything was tidy and neat. I think Carrick really did a good job in that midfield. But Tiger, you said Rashford is getting worse, but he doesn't pick himself. Exactly. And that is why I'm ranting this evening, because the manager sees him there in that team underperforming week after week, game after game, and still pick him for the game. That is not acceptable from us as fans, from Erik ten Hag. He has to drop the guy in the next game. He has to drop him. Casemiro also didn't pick himself. The manager picked him as well. And he had a very bad and awful game yesterday. So I don't understand. The manager, everything points at you. See, there's something in football most of us don't understand. Sometimes you can be sympathetic to the manager. Yes, you can be sympathetic to the manager. But when you see a pattern, when you see a continuous pattern from the manager, then I don't think you have to tell yourself, this is not time to be sympathetic. This is time for you to get real. And all of you here must agree with me. I have been sympathetic to Ten Hag. I have been a Ten Hag apologist. Yes, I have been a Ten Hag apologist. I've been blaming some of the players, but this time around, even the players have been blaming Ten Hag keep picking them. So it is a pattern for Ten Hag. There's this arrogancy from him, and that arrogancy possibly has to change. If not so, I in particular, to be frank, support Ten Hag to go out of the team so that we get somebody else in with fresh ideas, with new methods to come and coach the team. That is what I think. Go in there and vote. Go in there and participate on the poll once you come in. Go in there, participate on the poll, and hit like the video, please. Let's get people to like the video. If you're coming here for the first time, please subscribe. Subscribe to Fancy Football. Nobody is so hard in that midfield. Nobody is so combative in that midfield, and that is why we need Ugarte. Ugarte needs to come into this team. That's why we need him. Okay, United has gotten Rule 6, but they do used to have committed players. Yes, I agree with you. We had committed players. If players are committed, the issue of 6-8 will not be exactly. There are players on that pitch that are not committed. There are players on that pitch that are not committed, and I don't need to name names. I don't need to call names now. We know them. We can see them on the pitch. We can see their lack of committedness on the pitch. We can see their lack of pushing themselves on that pitch. A lot of things have gone wrong, and things have to stop. United have to stop looking at these players and frown at them. We have to hit them hard. Put them on the bench. 350 a week. Put him on the bench. Next season or in January, you sell him. That is what it is. 250 a week, drop him on the bench, getting players that are serious that wants to play football. So these are the issues. These are the top issues with the football club. And Ten Hag is the manager. He has to take responsibility of these players. He has to take responsibility of what is going on. Every player on that pitch is Ten Hag's responsibility, but he's not doing that. Rashford is getting worse. He's not getting better. He's getting worse. He is not getting better. To be frank, I think for me, I don't want to see Rashford in the next match. We have an international break. Once the international break comes, next match Southampton, we go to St. Mary's. From St. Mary's, we go to Crystal Palace. From Crystal Palace, we welcome Spurs home. I think we have a League Cup match in between. So we need to look at ourselves and say, is this thing working? Because it is not working, to be frank. It is not working. I agree with you. SO, I agree with you. Good morning and good afternoon. How are you? Wherever you are, good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Where are you communicating with us from this day? And have you subscribed to Fancy Football? If you have not, please kindly hit the notification bell and like this video as well. And let's talk. That's okay. Hit the notification bell, please. Subscribe to Fancy Football. Rashford must be benched. He must be benched. He should not even start. If he not even start, sometimes when he plays and people complain, he looks as if he's the victim. We the fans are the victim, not Rashford. We the fans are the victim, not Rashford. I don't know what you think, but we the fans are the victim. Rashford is not the victim here. But always he sees himself as the victim. And that is what sometimes it pains my heart, to be frank, when I see things like this happening. It pains my heart. He sees himself as the victim. We have the club has to move on from this whole on the pitch saga. We have to move on. Something has to change. If the manager fails to deliver, let's change the manager now. And I call for that. Ten Hag out. Finally, Ten Hag should go. This is the end of Ten Hag. This season is the end of Ten Hag at Manchester United. He has no excuse. He has nothing to tell us. Thank you so much, guys, for being part of the show today. Thank you so much, everybody that has been part of the show. Thank you very, very much for coming in here, because I have to draw down the curtain today. In the post we said it's not for getting worse game after game, and some people said no, and some people say yes. For me, I look at what I said. Rashford is getting worse game after game. He's underperforming game after game. He's not delivering for United game after game. And that is, for me, it is the best time for us to draw the curtain on the issue of Rashford and let him leave the club. With a good offer, let him leave the club. And that is just it. Thank you so much. And good afternoon all. I'll see you tomorrow when we are back in the United way. Now we're going to the international break, so much will not be talked about, but we will be coming on air time after time. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.